Please, all the kids, we want your participation. It's going to be really, really fun and educational for you. So let's do that. So I wanted to get us started with our wonderful young people here with Ansar al-Mahdi. Please welcome them with a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Salam alaikum. My name is Zahra and I'm going to recite Ya Taiba. Ya Taiba, Ya Taiba, Ya Dawal Ayyana, اشتقنا لك والهوى نادانا والهوى نادانا يا طيبة يا طيبة يا الغدا عيانا اشتقنا لك والهوى نادانا والهوى نادانا يا علي يا ابن أبي طالب منكم مصدر المواهب يا ترى هل يراني حاجب عندكم أفضل الموارب صلوات.
Assalamu alaikum. Today I'm going to read Allahu Allah. حسبي ربي جل الله 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 ما في قلبي غير الله 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 نور محمد صلى الله 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 Oh Allah the Almighty Allahu Allah protect me and guide me Allahu Allah to your love and mercy Allahu Allah Ya Allah don't deprive me Allahu Allah from beholding your beauty Allahu Allah Oh my Lord accept this plea Allahu Allah Hasbi Rabbi Jallallah ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله وتنها कौन है अल्लाह बादशाह वो कौन है अल्लाह अल्लाह मेहरबान वो कौन है अल्लाह अल्लाह क्या ऊंची शान है अल्लाह अल्लाह उसकी सब निशान है अल्लाह अल्लाह सब दिलों की जान है अल्लाह अल्लाह हस्बी रब्बी जल्लल्लाह मा फी क़ल्बी गैरुल्लाह नूर मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाह या रब्बिल आलमीन अल्लाह अल्लाह صل على طه الأمين الله في كل الوقت الواهين أما القلب باليقين ثبتني على هذا الدين واغفر لي والمسلمين حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله 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 لا إله إلا الله هو الله صلوات
اللهم صل على محمد وآل Muhammad. Jazakallah khair, kids. That was amazing, guys. Give it up. Clap your hands. Yeah. On beat, on point, beautiful. Amazing recitation, guys. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. That's something to be proud of. Tabarakallah. Okay, so next up, I'm going to recite a short English poem, okay? But I need some of that beautiful attention, okay? Because it's not as good as these kids, okay? And I'm upset about that. So, however, I will say the poem is fantastic. It's by a brother who passed away a few years ago, Daniel Abdul Hay Moore. He was a convert to Islam. He was a popular poet in the 1960s in America in the hippie era. And this man was motivated and inspired by the words of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa ali, and he became a Muslim. So I am going to read some of his words for you tonight, okay? Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Bismillah. O sparrow perched on a corner of the Prophet's tomb, cheeping above thousands of bowed heads murmuring, whose glassy chirps hit high notes of purity under the eaves in this mosque of God's messenger that resides in two territories of space, this world seen, the next world unseen. In this shadow existence of his signal presence among us, visitors from even farther away than China pass by to greet him. And in your little feathered body is the swooping freedom to come and go all day to visit him. I made a no-no, guys. I didn't tell you the title of the poem. Important context. Pause. The poem is titled Sparrow on the Prophet's Tomb. Okay? Let's all hit the play button. Play button. Play button. In this shadow existence of his signal presence among us, visitors from even farther away than China pass by to greet him, gratefully weeping or tranquil with an ecstatic inner moonrise just to be here. Sparrow, what is your name? Is it constant devotion? Is it I want to be near, praiseworthy friend? Is your name generations to come? You fluff your breast and preen your wing where men cannot go. You dart into the dark of the tomb for deeper conversation. We would all go with you if we could. Squeeze our tiny feathery bodies through the gold grill work past the guards in their pea green uniforms to sit on a corner of the Prophet's tomb in the dark to hear him. Return the salutations of such outpouring awed adorations of men and women, each one passing by that undying presence, trying to sneak a peek through the golden porthole, hearts boiling with overwhelming emotions. You land and sing. You cock your head. You watch from your high perch with a cool eye. Sparrow, you are more than a sparrow. You are a continent of sparrows. You are the minister of internal affairs of all sparrows. You are the song that laces the margins of the deep message, the message of God's magnificence, the thunder of tremendous shock, earthquake, and heaven crash of the stark glare of God's might. You trill and fly. Your song, like a tiny tune from paradise, delicate celestia of celestial beings. The mosque in Medina expands all the way to the ends of the earth. Forget about walls where marble pillars mark the mosque's original dimensions. The Prophet's precincts now encompass our houses and the invisible courtyards of our love, interconnected by sparrow song perched on a Turkish cornice. Singing to Timbuktu, Medina, songbird, heard around the world. Salawat. Amazing. Thank you all. The next up on our list of the program, inshallah, is a brief update on our building fund. So, if you help me welcome Brother Tariq with a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So by the grace of Allah, we're sitting here today commemorating the birth of the Prophet. And inshallah, we ask Allah that by the rights of His greatest creation, that on this day next year, we'll be sitting in our new center, inshallah, celebrating the birth of the Prophet. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Please, Habib. Please. Okay, my son instructed me to put it on here, so I must. So I wanted to give the community deserves an update on the building status, and to assure you guys, we haven't delayed it. We've been in a communication with a lot of different professionals, and sorry. Okay, thank you. And so, inshallah, we want to give the community an update. Alhamdulillah, again, by the grace of Allah, we are almost up to $700,000 in funds that we have raised. Salawat. And alhamdulillah, by your generous support, the number is increasing every day, alhamdulillah. So where we are today, we have, just to give everybody assurance of what we have done, what the board has done, is we have met with licensed contractors, licensed architects, structural engineers. We've met with city officials from the city of Santa Ana. We have met with building advisors, loan officers, just about everyone that should be involved in this process we have met with. We have critically examined every option we have into these specific buildings in Santa Ana. In the last few weeks, we've been in very deep communication with the city of Santa Ana, and while we wanted to proceed with the buildings that we originally showed you in Santa Ana, unfortunately, the city would not accept the parking situation for a religious institute in that particular area. And so not to let the hopes down, on the contrary, our hopes are even higher now, because now we're aiming for something even bigger and better, inshallah. And so we are actually, right now, we've created an even more robust team where we have commercial real estate advisors and commercial real estate investors on our team that are willing to, inshallah, help us get something that's even more suitable to our needs, to our community needs. So we wanted to let you know that the process is definitely not on hold. It's not on standby. It's only moving. Just in the last couple of days, we've met with new loan officers, new commercial real estate investors, and we're examining new properties even as of today. So the process is going. We're still moving. The more we raise, the larger and the larger facility, and a better facility that inshallah we can move into. So what I want to leave you with is assurance that every penny that you have donated will go to the new building. The new building will meet the needs of the community, inshallah. And the board is doing every single due diligence possible to make sure that this is the best decision for our community. And so we wanted to let all of you know that. If there are any questions, I won't take them right now for respect to our speaker, Hajj Kauther, who will come up next. But if there are any questions, please see myself, Hajj Kauther, any of the board members and volunteers, and inshallah we can fill you in on any information that's needed after the lecture. So, Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
And now we'll have a brief recitation of the Holy Quran, inshallah. Please give it your highest of attention and welcome our reciter with a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. You want to sit? It's up to you. You want to sit there? Okay. Oh, you want to sit there? Okay.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. طه ما أنزلنا عليك القرآن لتشقى إلا تذكرة لمن يخشى تنزيلا ممن خلق الأرض والسماوات العلى الرحمن على العرش استوى له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وما بينهما وما تحت الثرى وإن تجهر بالقول فإنه يعلم السر وأخفى الله لا إله إلا هو له الأسماء الحسنى وهل أتاك حديث موسى إذ رأى نارا فقال لأهلهم كثوا إني آنست نارا لعلي آتيكم منها بقبس أو أجد على النار هدى فلما أتاها نودي يا موسى إني أنا ربك فاخلع عليك إنك بالواد المقدس طوى وأنا اخترتك فاستمع لما يوحى إنني أنا الله لا إله إلا أنا فاعبدني وأقم الصلاة لذكري إن الساعة آتية أكاد أخفيها لتجزى كل نفس بما تسعى صدق الله العلي العظيم. صلوات.
Ahsant. Just would love to welcome our speaker, one of our co-founders, one of our amazing trustees, a mentor to so many people in this room, for our speech tonight, inshallah. Please welcome Hajj Kauther with a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيد الأولين والآخرين والشفيع المذنبين ورحمة للعالمين أبو القاسم محمد وعلى أهل بيت طيبين الطاهرين واللعنة أداهم أجمعين إلى يوم الدين. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, all praise is due to Him. May peace and blessings be upon His Prophet, the seal of all messengers, the Redeemer on the Day of Judgment, and intercessor on the Day of Judgment, the mercy to mankind, and may peace and blessings be upon His pure and immaculate family. Please recite aloud salawat. I'm not going to talk too long tonight, maybe just 15 minutes, inshallah. I just want to bring up a few really important points that I think are significant regarding the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. By the way, I just want to say that this, in our madhab, this emphasis on the salawat is such a beautiful thing. For those of you who have been to Hajj, you will notice this, that when you're doing tawaf or you're doing rami or you're doing any of the rituals at Hajj, you always know when somebody loves the Prophet because you can always hear close by can always hear somebody who follows our madhab, they recite salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. It's a very beautiful thing to go anywhere in the world, and this is what you always hear in every gathering. So please recite a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. The salawat teaches us and gives us that connection to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because we live in the modern world, there's so many distractions and there's so many things to run after, to love in this dunya. There's so many things to run after in this dunya. And when I think of all of these things that I'm attached to in this dunya, I always, I go to the seerah of the Prophet, and then I open, peace be upon him, and I open the seerah up, and I begin to read a story regarding the Prophet, peace be upon him. And I read the traditions of those people that loved, especially Imam Ali alayhi salam, because it said that the love that Imam Ali alayhi salam had for the Prophet was more than anybody else had. And we even see to the extent that Imam Ali would mend the shoes of the Prophet. Although he was a great warrior, he was a warrior in Khaybar and Khandak and all these places. He was a person who had command of language. He was a person who did so many things, but when it came in front of the Prophet, Imam Ali alayhi salam was just almost like a child. He was so humble in front of the Prophet, peace be upon him. And so I'll read the seerah of the Prophet, and I'll see how much Imam Ali alayhi salam loved the Prophet, and how much the companions, the true companions of the Prophet, how they were around him. And it fascinates me because you see two different types of people. And a matter of fact, there's an interesting hadith narrated in the life of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and it's a story of when the Prophet went into the masjid, and he was in the masjid, and there was something going on outside the masjid. And everybody ran outside, and the Prophet was in the masjid. Now, the Prophet is in their presence, and everybody ran, except for two people. It was Abu Dhar and Imam Ali alayhi salam. And there's a very lengthy khutbah that, or talk that the Prophet gives Abu Dhar. It's just him, Abu Dhar, and Imam Ali. And Abu Dhar begins to ask him for advice. He just says, Ya Rasulullah, give me some advice. And Abu Dhar, and the Prophet goes on for a long time, and he gives him this long bit of advice. I'm not going to talk about that tonight. But so when we look at the Prophet's life and we see the love that people had because they didn't have all of those distractions. Today we have so many distractions. There's so many things to get distracted from. We have iPads and iPhones and or whatever it is. It's not an iPad, but whatever. We have all these different things to distract us. Now I was just talking to somebody before the speech about, we were talking about AI, right? And we were talking about how now you can have even an AI friend, right? That's another distraction. People don't even have to have friends anymore. But when we're talking about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, coming back to this, there are certain aspects of the Prophet's life that are extremely important for us to focus on. And this ayah in Surah Tawbah, I'm going to just read this ayah and then tell a story, inshallah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Or it's in Surah Tawbah, but it says, لَقَدْ جَاءَكُمْ رَسُولٌ مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ عَزِيزٌ عَلَيْهِ مَا أَنِعْتُمْ حَرِيصٌ عَلَيْكُمْ بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ رَؤُوفٌ رَحِيمٌ. There has certainly come to you a messenger from among yourselves. He is concerned by your suffering and anxious for your well-being, and gracious and merciful to the believers. Okay, when we talk about the Prophet and his personality, there's something that's important here because we're transmitting a tradition to our children, right? And the world is also transmitting a tradition to our children. And we live in a society where there are all these issues going on. We're hearing about people drawing, trying to burn the Quran in Europe and trying to draw pictures of the Prophet and doing all these different things. And it becomes important for us to present the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in a proper light to our children. Okay, this becomes very, very important to present him in a proper light. So I want to say something very important. The way we present the Prophet to our children is not just through the salawat and Sunday school. Okay, we have a much deeper duty to present the Prophet in a certain light. So when the Prophet said something to people, he always told people, tell people what I said, and tell those people to tell people what I said, and tell those people. And when those people heard it, they were so enamored and amazed by the Prophet that they said, I want to go and see him. I want to find out what Islam is. And so you had people like Salman, you had people like Abu Dhar, you had all of these people travel far distances just because they heard a hadith of the Prophet. They said, I want to meet him. What is this thing called Islam? Okay, now we all know this, right? I'm not telling you any new information. Now what I want to ask us is this. When we tell our children about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when we present it to our children, do our children have that same level of excitement? Do they say, wow, what is this thing called Islam? This thing must be amazing. I want to go to the masjid. Take me to the masjid. Everybody knows that's not true. Talk to any Sunday school child. Everyone knows that's not true. We all know that generally the children say, no, I don't want to go to the masjid. I don't want to go to Sunday school. And then our children get older and older and older, and we keep telling our children, we keep dragging them, forcing them to the masjid. Now imagine, nobody forced Abu Dhar, nobody forced Salman, nobody forced all these Sahabat, nobody forced anyone to come and talk to the Prophet. There was something special that they said, I want to see if this person is real. Okay, this is very, very important. People look for what's real. Right? Why do people leave religion? They come to the masjid, they have a bad experience, they meet usually the sheikh, and they're just like, oh, I'm getting out of here. Our children do the same thing. I've met so many young children, not young children, children who are teenage children. And by the time that teenager has been told so many times, follow Islam, follow Islam, follow Islam, follow Islam, do your salawat, show up to the masjid, do this, do your prayers. But they haven't been shown Islam. They haven't been shown who was the messenger of God. What was he? Now this ayah of Quran is very interesting. It says, there certainly has come to you a messenger from amongst yourselves. Nobody is introducing Islam to our children except who? Us. Right? Well, I mean, we can blame the society, we can blame the smartphone, we could blame all of those things, but the people that introduce Islam, our children to Islam is us. It's only us. Now, if you look in the Quran, there's many descriptions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let's have a salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. There are many descriptions of Rasulullah in the Quran. It calls him Munir and Misbah and a light and Khuluqul Azim. It has all these different descriptions of him. He's of great character and he's this. But this particular ayah says something interesting. It says, there certainly has come to you a messenger from amongst yourselves. He is concerned by your suffering. what is Quran telling us? He's saying that the Prophet cares about you. I don't think we realize how much or how powerful this is. When people know, when young people know that you care about them. Now, many of us are thinking, well, of course, young people know that we care about them. We make money for them and we take care of them. We pay the rent or the mortgage and we do this and we do that. But it's more than that. These people that came around Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and matter of fact, it's very interesting that many of these people had nothing. A lot of them had nothing. Matter of fact, they didn't have a place to live. The Prophet didn't give them riches. He didn't flower them with all this money, and he didn't pay them to come to Islam. It is the opposite. They came to Islam despite gaining nothing. We know the story of the parents of Ammar ibn Yasir, how they were tortured. We know the story of all those Muslims in Mecca. Despite all of that, despite all of the nice, they didn't have anything nice, but they came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Why? They didn't have technology. At that time, if you look at the hadith, there's not a ton of hadith that exist during the time in Mecca. There's not all these really profound hadith and with philosophical and mystical hadith, but yet people came, they would be whipped, they would accept Islam, they would do anything, they would risk their lives just to be around the Prophet, to hear him. People would come and sneak at night to hear the Quran being recited, just to hear him. But why do we ever think? This ayah encapsulates this. He says, this certainly has come to your messenger from amongst yourself. He's concerned by your suffering. The Prophet had such deep empathy for people that people came to him just because of this. This was a part of his character. People always knew that the Prophet would care about them. They never knew that they would come to the masjid. We have many hadith about this. We have hadith regarding the character of Rasulullah in Medina, that people would come and the Prophet would try to make sure that he noticed everybody. This is really difficult, by the way, to try to notice everyone. I'm always guilty of this. I get into my own head and I miss saying salam to people. But the Prophet always would do this. Now this is more than that. The Prophet deeply cared for people. So I've talked to so many parents and about their children over the years, and I talk to the children as well. And what fascinates me about my conversations with young people today, okay, and again, it's not true, but this is what people believe in their head. They believe that, young people believe today, I ask them about their relationship with their parents, and the answer seems to come back the same all the time. I'll say, well, what do you think about this, about your parents? Oh, they don't care. Now, before you say to me, Kauther, that's just a teenager, I've talked to thousands of teenagers. I'm not fooled. I understand the teenage mind. Many of these young people don't believe that the masjid cares about them. They just don't believe it, right? For whatever reason. This is something to contemplate. They come of age, they play at the masjid, they have a good connection with their parents, but then they lose that connection. And when they lose that connection with their parents, they lose connection with Islam. Okay? Now, when a child is 16, 17, 18, you try to tell them about Islam, they're just like, I'm good. I'm okay. Yeah, I know about that. And so this is an important issue when we talk about the character of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. This character of Rasulullah it's something that's displayed in the home. And it's very difficult, but we have to embody this ayah of Quran. This is in Surah Tawbah, ayah number 127, if you go and look at it. That the people believe that the Prophet was so grieved by their state. In a matter of fact, it's very interesting. Quran even says that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he would have died of grief because he cared about them so much to accept Islam. He would have done anything. Do we really think that, when we talk about the seerah of the Prophet, do we really think that the Prophet could not have taken Mecca? The Prophet took Mecca in which year? Which year of Hijrah? Does anybody know? 10. Thanks. Somebody said it. Who said it? Very good. Yes. What's the year? 10th. Very good. Someone said it. One person. 10th year of Hijrah, the Prophet took Mecca. Do you think the Prophet couldn't have taken Mecca in the 7th, 8th, 6th year? He could have. His army was strong enough to. The Prophet still didn't. He still cared about those people. They were waging war against him. They were fighting with him. They were making allies with people who would fight with him. They were trying to still kill him. He says, just no, these are my people. No, these are my people. No, these are my people. Finally, the Prophet went in the 10th year of Hijrah, and still the Prophet went outside of Mecca, and he said, give them a chance to convert. Still, just give them a chance. I want them to do this on their own. Finally, he comes into Mecca. And then he says, either you leave Mecca, or you convert, or you're punished for your crimes, for treason. And so we know that some people still were stubborn. They didn't, but those were the exceptions. The majority of people, they accepted Islam because of the character of the Prophet. And that character of the Prophet spread all across the globe. It just kept spreading and spreading, and people would travel just to go and see him. Now, there's a story. I just want to relate this story regarding the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. It exemplifies what I'm talking about here, of what the character is. And we just really need one story. That's good enough. We don't need a 1,000 stories. But this story is narrated by Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. It's in Bihar al-Anwar. And he says that once the Prophet, actually, just let me make sure everybody's listening. Just salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. You see, when you recite salawat, it makes you smile. So, there's this narration, this story that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had a shirt that was really old, and somebody gave him 12 dirhams. To 12 coins, let's say, and that was the currency at the time. And the Prophet said to Amir al-Mu'mineen, he said, Ali, take these 12 dirhams, take this money, and go to the market, and just buy me a new shirt. I have an old shirt. And so Imam Ali goes to the market, and he buys this old shirt. He buys a new shirt for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he brings it back. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. So he takes the 12 dirhams. The Prophet gives him 12 dirham. He goes to the market. He buys the shirt, and then he brings the shirt back to the Prophet. Now, many of you have heard this story. That's okay. It's a good reminder, but the kids should remember it also. But for those of you who haven't, what do you think the Prophet did? What do you think the Prophet did? No. What do you think he did? No. No. Give it to Imam Ali? That's a good guess. You guys have good guesses. Good guesses. Yes. No. Okay. Okay, I'll tell you. But that was a really good guess. You did a good job. Maybe later he'll do that. We'll see. All good guesses. The Prophet said, this shirt is too expensive for me. He said, Ali, take it back. to the shopkeeper and ask him if he can give you something a little bit less fancy. Okay? So he said, do you think the shopkeeper will take it back? Imam Ali says, I don't know. Let me go find out and check. So the Prophet goes back. So Imam Ali says, I went to the shopkeeper and I said, the Prophet, Rasulullah, doesn't like this shirt because it costs too much. Can you give it, can I return it? So the man says, sure, take your 12 dirhams. That's fine, I don't need it. And he handed it over back to the Prophet. He says, then the Prophet, he says, accompanied me, Imam Ali says, to the market. And on the way, he saw this slave girl, and she's crying. She's on the side of the road, and she's weeping. And the Prophet asks her, and he says, why are you weeping? Why are you crying? And she said, my master gave me 4 dirham, and I lost it. Okay? And she said, I'm scared to go home because I lost it. All right. Now, you don't need to hear this story. He's your prophet. What do you think he did at that moment? That's right. And you know why he did that? Because he's the prophet. He gave her the 4 dirham. She said, I lost 4 dirham, and if I go home, my master will become very angry with me. And remember, he had 12 dirham. He returned his shirt. He had 12 dirham. She's complaining about 4. So obviously, he did what? He gave her the 4. And he let her go. Right? It said that then the Prophet, he gave these 4 dirham to her. Then he went to the market and he bought a shirt for 4 dirham. So now he's given 4 dirham away. How many dirham does he have left? This will be a math class. How many? Who said 3? Who said 3? 8. Very good. Very good. 8. He has 8. Okay. Now he goes back to the market and he pays for another shirt to wear. He gives 4 dirham. Now how much does he have left? 4. Very good. The Prophet has 4 dirham left. He has a shirt and he has his 4 dirham, right? Then it says, the Prophet was walking with Imam Ali alayhi salam, and while he was returning home, he saw a man without a shirt. And then he says that the man says, the one who gives me a dress will be dressed in paradise. The man says this to the Rasulullah. And the Prophet gave his shirt to the man. Okay? The shirt that he just bought, he gives to the man. Okay? And then the Prophet goes back to the market and with his last 4 dirham, he buys another shirt. Okay? Now, how many dirham does he have? 0. Very, very good. Okay. Now, when the Prophet's returning home, he sees this slave girl again. He sees the slave girl and she's sitting on the path, and he asks her why she didn't go home. And she replies that she says, oh Rasulullah, I'm afraid that if I go home, I'll get punished. My master is going to punish me because it's been so long since I've been away. I have the 4 dirham, but it took me so long to get back. So then the Prophet told her, walk ahead of me and show me your house. So he went ahead, and it said that they stopped in front of her master's house, and the Prophet stopped there, and then he greeted the inhabitants of the house. He said, Salaam alaikum. And nobody replied. And he said, Salaam alaikum again. And nobody replied. And the 3rd time he said, Salaam alaikum. And then finally from the house, he heard alaikum assalam. And then this Prophet said, I came to you because this slave girl is late. Please don't take her to task. Please don't be upset at her. She was late. And so they said, first the Prophet asked them, well, why didn't you reply when I said Assalamu alaikum? And their response was, we didn't reply because we liked to hear you say Assalamu alaikum to us. And then they said to Rasulullah, because you came to our house, we will not take her to task. We will not do anything. And then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, never before have I seen so much goodness of these 12 dirham, due to which 2 people who were unclothed were clothed, and it freed a slave girl, because the people in the house then said, because you came to our house, we will free her. Okay? So why am I telling this story? This is the story. This story exemplifies the character of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allahumma salli. The Prophet cared for people. He was concerned for people. He knew their troubles. He knew their heartaches. And he made himself available. The Prophet certainly could have said, here's some money, okay, go figure out your life. Let me go about my way. It was very easy for him to say that. It was very easy for him to not ask the slave girl what was wrong. 1, it was very easy for him to say, okay, I'll give you part of the money. 2, it was very easy for him to say, okay, I'll give you money, go about your way. 3, it was very easy for him to give the slave girl money, meet the man on the road, which we've all done. We've given money sometimes to somebody, and then a second person asks us, and we say, you know, I'm at my cap for today. I'm at my limit for helping people today. It was very easy for him to say that. Then it was very easy for him to get to the slave girl again, and when he saw the slave girl still on the road, say, what's wrong? Do you need help? Oh, my master is going to be upset at me. Well, this is not really my problem. I've just helped you. I've helped him. I'm in a rush. Look, I got the cheap shirt too. I got to go home. And he said, it's okay. Let's go and see your master. And the Prophet, he said, he did what? He knocked on the door once. No answer. The Prophet could have said, oh, well, sorry, no answer. I got to go now. He knocks on it 3 times. Finally, he comes in and then he asks, he says, for my sake, please don't be angry at her. Just have compassion on her. There's so many lessons in this story for us. But the first lesson is that our kids, that's what our kids need. Okay? This is what our kids need. They don't just need for us to teach them the salawat, and they don't just need for us to take them to Sunday school, and they don't just need for us to teach them details and facts about the seerah. They need for us to be there for them. Okay? And it's not about, okay, well, yeah, I was there for them this one time, and I was there for them this 2 times, and I was there for them this time and that time. They need it. Okay? And by the way, I've talked to parents who have teenage kids. I've also talked to parents who have older kids in their 20s. Right? That teenage child grows up to be that 20-year-old who still has problems with their parents. And I still always tell the parents, act like Rasulullah with your kids. Still act like Rasulullah with your kids, even though they're being, disobedient, even though they're disappointing you. Still act like Rasulullah. So this is very important. If we begin a culture of this with our children will become attracted to the character of the Prophet. Right? They won't have disdain for Islam. This is how we show love of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us these qualities of the Prophet, of rahmah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us these qualities in our heart to care for people in our communities and for our children. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to connect us with people as the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam did. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help all those who are poor, all those who are sick, all those who are unclothed. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to hasten the return of the Imam of the age and restore justice and harmony on this earth. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa alihi tahirin.
Okay, now, thank you, Jazakallah khair, Hajj Kauther. Now we are going to have our game night. Is everybody excited for game night? Yeah, yes. I like that. All right, so I've been told I need 5 minutes to stall. So, yes, stall. So, again, the brother reminded you of, Brother Tariq, of our building fund. Please continue to give. Please continue to ask us questions about what's next and what we're looking into, inshallah. As we've all been rubbing knees and elbows and getting way too close to people's feet tonight, remember, there's a solution to this problem, and it's getting a bigger center. So, inshallah, that's what we want to do. And if you have a special skill and you feel like it will be, we can help utilize it for the community, please let us know. You know, whether that be in graphic design skills, whether that be in communication skills, whether that just be, you know, you love doing dishes and you love vacuuming. Some people think it's very therapeutic. I love to do dishes. I don't know if anybody else is wild like me, like to do dishes. He hates doing dishes. Let us know, because we would love to put your help in the service of the community, the service of Islam, inshallah. So thank you. And we're building our volunteer resources. We have a fun Slack channel that we talk to each other, and we communicate about upcoming events and things that are happening in the community. If you don't want to sign up for something crazy like that, it's not necessary. We can give you something that's at your comfort level whenever you would like. So we're still setting it up. The Yasin family game night. Is everybody getting their game faces ready? He's got his game face. He's got his game face. He's got his game face. You got your game face, Hossein John. So leading our activity for the night will be Sister Fizza. She spent a lot of time and effort and energy on this game, inshallah. So please, I'm going to hand it off to her. Let's make an orderly situation. It's going to be a really fun time, fun game, but we have to be able to hear the questions and we have to be able to hear the directions for the game to actually work. We got that, kids? What did I say? Repeat it back to me. Oh, we have to have an orderly situation. We have to pay attention and have our good listening ears on, so we can hear the questions and we can hear the directions. All right, salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Okay. Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Okay, another loud salawat, please. You need to sit down. This is really distracting. Okay, so I totally made up this game. So just be patient with me. We might have to make some changes as we go through the game. So in order for this game to work, I need everyone to break into teams of 6 to 8. And I kindly ask if the kids do not come here, because I get really stimulated and distracted, especially my child. So please break into teams of 6 to 8 people, please. And make sure there's space between you, okay, between the teams. Oh, and then the kids, I would ask that the adults please take on some kids because the questions are a little hard. So if the teams could be mixed mixed ages, that would be perfect. Can you hear me? Yes, you have to sit down, okay? Okay. You can't be coming here, okay? Okay, I see the brothers forming their teams, but I don't see sisters forming their team. Please make a circle so I can see it visually. And then adults, please take on kids with you. There shouldn't be a team of only kids because the questions are pretty hard. Okay, I need to visually see the teams. Okay. So this is a team. Team. This is a very big team. Okay, sit with your team. Sit with your team. If this is one team, no, sit. You have to sit with them. Sit with your team. Okay, you want to be disqualified? Okay. You need to sit in a circle with your team. Okay, this is the best way it's going to work logistically. Sit in a circle. Make sure there's space between you and your teams. Yes. Huh? Oh, yeah. I have it. All right. Okay, as you guys form your teams, think of a team name. Think of a team name. Sorry, the piece is... do 10. 10 is enough. 10? Yeah, and one, writing utensil. Somebody should pass that on the sister. Yes. Can I please get a sister volunteer really quick? A sister volunteer. Just somebody. Huh? Just pass something out. Okay. Okay, we have volunteers going around passing out sheets of paper and a writing utensil. Make sure every team has a piece of paper to write with and utensil. Sweetheart, you can't be up here. Go join your team. Your team has it. Find a team. Find a team to join. Pass out 8 sheets per team. No. Okay, every team should have 8 to 10 pieces of paper and a writing utensil on each. Brother Justin is passing it out on the brother's side, and Sister Zainab is passing it out on the sister's side. Do we need more? Okay, on every sheet of paper, please write your team name or initial or symbol, something that distinguishes your team. So I know that that's your team's paper. Sweetheart, can you not be up here? It's really distracting. I'm so... Okay. All right. If you guys have come up with a team name, please raise your hand so I know when should move on. Okay. Okay, people are still picking their team name. You guys have 1 minute to pick a team name before we get started. Oh, everybody. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'll let you know. Thank you. I'm good now. Okay, can I get a loud salawat? Okay, I've been asked that the noise level is really high, so I need everyone to quiet down. Okay, if your team has come up with a team name, just give me like a thumbs up or something. Okay, everybody on the men's side is set. Women's side, is this a team behind you? Are you guys a team? Are you a team? Zahra, are you a team? Yes. Okay. All right, so it looks like everybody is set. Again, the noise level is really loud. So I want to make sure everyone's quiet so I can give you guys the directions because it can get very, very confusing. Shh. Once everyone has quieted down, then I can move on to the next part of the game.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody listen up. Here comes the next direction.
Okay, shh. Okay. So everybody has picked their team name. Everyone has broken into their teams. Now I want you guys to pick one representative of your team. This person's going to run up and give me the answers, okay? Shh. You don't have to show me who it is. Just pick one person so you know who your point person is.
Everybody, pick a team representative. Pick a team representative. You guys got a team representative? Make sure you guys know. It's you?
Okay, sorry. I'm going to change something really quick. Instead of having you guys run up and give me the answers, shh, hold on. I know you guys are super excited, but I really want this game to work, okay? So if everyone can please be quiet. Shh. Okay, instead, this is really important because it's not written up there. I was originally going to have the rep come up and give me the answer, but because of the crowd, I'm going to have that rep stand up, okay? And the first rep to stand up, I'm going to call on you, and you give me your answer. If it's correct, you get the point, okay? All right, so how this game is going to work, I need everyone to shh. 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 I'm going to explain it one more time. Shh. Okay, so I'm going to ask a series of questions. Each slide has one question. You need to wait for me to finish reading the question. You write your answer down on your sheet of paper. Your rep has to stand up really quickly, and the first person to stand up and has the right answer gets the point, okay? And then you just keep up. Yeah, okay. And then you keep tabs on the second person. Okay. Does that make sense? Shh. Huh? I can see, he can see. Yeah. Huh? Every team should have paper. Does every team have paper and a writing utensil? You don't? You do or you don't? Elias, do you have paper? Okay, thank you. You have to have something to write with, yes.
Also, there's a small, modest prize for this. The winning team will get a gift bag of Kissa Kids books. And there's a few, books for adults in there as well. So it'll be fun. It's good.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm going to stand up here because it's just easier to see everybody. All right. So let's go ahead and move. Does everybody understand how the game works? The next slide is going to have the question. Your team, you as a team need to come up with the answer. Have your rep stand up with the answer. Does that make sense? All right. Okay, AV team. What do you need? Just rip it. Rip it into fours. Okay, we are short on paper, so just reuse the back, okay? All right, AV team, next slide. Oh, okay, question number 1. Go ahead. Who was the father of the prophet? Yes. Okay, sisters are in the back, they have got a point. Okay, can you bring your answer?
Abdullah. Yeah. It's hard to do many.
I know. I wasn't ready. Sorry, I was not ready, but I saw them first. So you have your answer? I can't hear you. I don't know what you're saying. Please write it in English, because I don't read Arabic. Okay. What's their name? I guess they're Fatima. Okay. All right, okay. Shh. This is why I need everyone to be quiet, because I get really distracted. Okay. AV team, are you guys listening? Okay. Sorry. Yeah? Okay. Fair. Okay, we're gonna judge brothers and sisters separately. Don't show the question yet, please. I'm not ready. Okay. Stand up. Do not run up to me. Okay. So I'm gonna watch the sisters. Brother Justin's gonna watch the brothers. Do not touch. Okay. Huh? I will, inshallah. Okay. Can you give me a second set of eyes? Yeah. Okay. All right. Question number 2. You need to wait for me to read the question. Okay. After becoming an orphan, who took our beloved prophet under his care? It has to be written. It has to be written. You have to write it down. Okay. Yes. All right. You have to write your answer, then stand up. Your answer has to be written, then stand up. Okay. Okay. No. You guys are going to confuse me. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're doing. All right. Okay. Shh. Remember, you need to have your answer written, then stand up. I know you guys know the answer, but it has to be written. Okay? All right. Oh, Hadia. Are you okay? All right. Question number 3. Where was the prophet when he received revelation, and who were the first people he told? Name 2 out of the 3. There's 2 answers. 2 answers. There should be 2 answers. Oh, they got it. Now you have to have both answers. You just wrote it. Okay, fine. Yes. Okay. You can't come up to me. You cannot come up to me with your answers. Did you get there? Oh. Okay. Zahra Khalil. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So the answer, I should probably give you the answers. So the prophet was in the cave of Hira when he was received revelation, and 2 of the people that were present were Imam Ali and Khadija, and the third person was Zayd bint Haritha. There we go. All right. What does that say? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, please write more legible. Please write more legible. All right, okay. Shh. Okay, so some of the next questions might have 2 answers. You have to have both answers written, then stand up, okay? Okay. All right, question number 4. When the Quraysh attempted to carry out an assassination of the Prophet, he had already left for Yathrib by the order of God. Shh! You have to wait for me to finish the question. Sit down. You guys, you need to follow the rules. Wait for me to finish reading the question, then stand up, okay? Wait for me to finish reading the question. Man, you guys had time. Okay. Okay, so blank laid in his bed instead. To ensure his safety, the prophet stayed in a cave with blank for 3 days. Who were these individuals? Okay. Yeah, they got it. Okay. Shh. You guys cannot run up to us. You cannot run up to us. Okay. Oh, so then you know what? Okay. AV. All right, AV team. Okay, new technical rule. Don't show the question. I have to read it, then show it. Okay. Thank you. All right, is everyone ready for the next round? Okay, give me a loud salawat. Oh, I'm sorry. The answer. So, when the Quraysh attempted to carry out an assassination of the Prophet, he already left for Yathrib by the order of God. And as a decoy, Imam Ali laid in his bed instead. To ensure his safety, the Prophet stayed in a cave with Abu Bakr for 3 days. And those were the Okay, moving on. All right. Shh. Okay, this question is formatted a little differently. In the next slide, I'm going to show you a clip of a photo. You have to guess what that is, okay? And then the first to stand up will gets it right. Well, actually, for this round, I'm sorry. This is tricky. Okay, for this round, For this round, I will allow you to run up and give me the answer, okay? I will allow you to run up only for this question, okay? All right, AV team. Next slide. This is a small clip of a bigger picture. What is it? No. No. Let me see what it is. You don't know what it is. No. No. Please write clearly. No. No. It is not what you think it is. I don't know what that says. No. 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 It is not a place. It is not a place. No. Write more legibly, please. No. No. It's not a place. That's a clue. It's an object. It's an object. No. Is it Kaaba? No, it's not Kaaba. No. What does that say? No, not a sword. Not a sword. It's not a Quran. No, not the chair of the Prophet. It is not a pillar. It's in Arabic. I can't read that. What does that say? No. No, it's not a place. It's... Okay, I'll give you another clue. It is not an Islamic object. No. What does that say? I what? It is a thing, but what thing? It's not a bed. It's not a post. It's not a member. It's not an Islamic object. No, it's too easy. It's not a library. It's not a place. It's an object. Okay. It's a... That's too easy. Huh? It's not a fence. Huh? It's not... Okay. It is a natural substance. Not a diamond. Huh? A floor? No. Yes, yes. Okay, show the next slide. It's an emerald. An emerald. Emerald, look.
I said that. I was over there. Can I get half of it?
Oh, wait, wow. Okay, so the brothers got it. Okay, shh. All right, can everybody please return to your teams? Okay, it was a trick question because I knew you guys were all gonna guess Masjid-An-Nabawi. All right, okay. Shh. For this next question, I need everybody to sit down. Nobody should be in this perimeter. Nobody, including you. I'm just kidding. All right. Okay. So for this question, don't show it yet. I want the same thing. You're gonna run up to me and give me the answer. Okay.
But it has to be correct.
It has to be correct. Okay. And then for this one, we're gonna have first sisters and first brothers. Okay. All right. Ready? Go ahead. So using your phone, bring me a photo of Masjid-An-Nabawi. Okay. They got it. Wait! No. They got it. Okay, what's your team name?
Joanne.
Do you already have, is this you?
Yes.
Okay, so, oh my God, let me do it this way. These are all the winners, so just hold on to them.
So that's the same one as Joanne.
Yeah, Justin, can you just collect a piece of paper with their team name on it?
Yeah.
Because they won that round.
One paper? For
Yeah,
each team?
no. Whoever got that round.
Yeah.
You got a paper?
I'm taking notes.
Okay, awesome. All right, okay. Shh. Oh, shoot. Okay. All right, okay. Question number 7. This one, stay put. Write your answer, stand up, and give me, I'll pick on whoever this first has it, I'll give you the point, okay? Don't show that question yet, okay? Until I say the question. All right. What are the meaning of these titles of Prophet Muhammad? Number 1, Amin. Number 2, Rasulullah. Number 3, Mustafa. So tell me the English meanings of those names. Okay, bring it to me. Trust, prophet. What does that say?
Prophet and the chosen.
Oh, I forgot. Yes, you got it. Okay. Wait. Which? No. Which one is this?
This was first.
Trust. I mean. Oh shoot. Wait.
I think this one's more correct because they wrote messenger of God. This says messenger.
Yeah. Give it to him.
Sorry, that's the point on that one.
No. We already got it. Okay, we already have our winner. Thank you. I already have our winner. We have a winner from this question already. They won it. Okay. So, shh. All right, the answers are Amin means trust. Number 2 means the Prophet of Allah. And then number 3 is, I forgot.
Number 3 was what?
Chosen one, yes, chosen. Okay, so don't show number 8 yet, okay? All right, I need everyone to sit down with your groups. Okay, for this round, you're going to run up and give me the thing, okay? For the next question, okay, a loud salawat, please. Yeah. This is cheating. This team right here, you need to make a circle over here or something. Yeah. You need to make a walkway. All right. For this next question, you need to run and give me this object, okay? It's an object. Okay. Shh. No fighting. So only your rep can get up and get this thing, not the team. Only your rep, because it's going to get too crazy. All right, are you ready? Okay, it's way too loud. Go to Baba. Baba has to take you. Baba's right there. Baba. Ali Malim. All right, are you ready? No, sit down. Sit down. Everybody sit down, or I'm not going to read the question. Sit down, please. Okay, are you ready? Do not stand up, please. Okay. This form of dhikr was introduced to Sayyidah Fatima by her beloved. Sit down. You're disqualified. Disqualified. Sit down. Disqualified. Disqualified. You need to wait for me to finish the question. You don't even know what the question is. No. Sit down. Disqualified. Wait for me to say the full question. Sit down. Everybody sit down. Sit down. Okay, again, those of you who came up here, you're out, okay? You cannot go in this round. All right. This form of dhikr was introduced to Sayyidah Fatima by her beloved father. Please bring me the item that is used for this dhikr. Did you guys come up before? They came up before. You came up before. Okay. Did you come up before? Did you? No. Okay.
What? It's one of the kids that didn't get it.
All right. Okay, we have our winners. Okay, you guys, you need to follow the directions. Okay, in this next round, okay, I need everyone. Shh. Sorry, can you move? I need to talk to them. Sorry, thank you. All right, okay, in this next round, I need everyone to pay attention because logistically, we're going to have to change how everyone's seating, okay? All right, next slide. Okay, elimination. So those of you who have not won a point, I need you to move to the back. If your team has not won a point, you need to move to the back. And if you have won a point, come to the front. Okay, so can you tell me who the teams are?
Yasin girls.
So they have
Jawad.
okay. Oh, Jawad. Okay.
These are one each.
These are one each? These are two. Okay. So I might have to eliminate. Wait.
Yasin girls. I said.
All right. So the only teams I should see in the front. Okay. If your team has been disqualified, please kindly sit in the back. If you don't want to play, that's okay. You don't have to, you can sit in the back if you don't want to play anymore. How many brothers teams are still in?
How many brothers teams are still in? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I think there's one that doesn't have any points.
Okay, so I think I'm going to eliminate the 1-pointers.
Eliminate the 1-pointers?
No, because how many do you have? You have
This is
two.
a tie between these two.
Okay, so I'll keep those two. The
Okay.
rest I'm going to, okay. All right, okay, I'm so sorry. I didn't know this many teams had this many points. So we're going to eliminate some more people. I know, but it's just how the game is going to have to work. So on the brothers' side, the only teams who can participate are Ansar and Dhul Fiqar. I'm so sorry. And then for the sisters' side, it's going to be Jawad and Yasin Girlies. Okay, so the rest of you, if you guys can kindly sit in the back. No prejudice. Okay, I'm so sorry. All right, so can I please see Yasin Girlies' team? Make a circle, please. Make a circle. Okay, this team, they need to go to the back. Can you tell them? Oh, they're Jawad. Okay, so this is Jawad. This is Yasin Girlies. Everyone else, please go to the back. Okay, Team Jawad, Ansar, please make a circle. Sorry. Team Ansar, please make a circle. And Team Dulfakar, please make a circle. Also, before people leave, we do have goodie bags for the kids. Ali, can you bring the goodie bags? Bring the goodie bags. For people who are leaving, give them the goodie bags. Yes, goodie bags are coming. All right. Are we ready? Okay. And then brothers, are we ready? Okay, so this team and this team? This team and then this team? Okay. All right, let's read aloud salawat for our remaining teams. Okay. For this one, it has to be brothers versus sisters.
I can split the gift. It's fine.
Okay, you sure? No, okay, yeah. I think
It's like $4 or $5. I'll just split it.
okay. I guess yeah. I can
And
have
it's
some
weird.
stuff
It's
too.
like a million people.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, yeah.
It's mostly for bragging rights. And then we'll take a picture of them and put it on social media.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Okay. So this is one team. This is one team. Can you guys space out a little bit so I know that this is a separate team and this is one team? Like, can you guys move this way? And then. Oh, they can move. They can move that way. Move a little bit that way. Yeah. Don't let.
So should this just be new, like, I should basically just a clean slate between these two right now?
I think so.
Is it just one question?
No, there are.
Okay, so let's do a clean slate.
What's A minus 14? I mean, what's A?
Six.
Six questions. Six more questions. Inshallah.
All right, you guys got to sit.
Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there are 6 questions for the elimination round. Are you ready? Shh. Okay, I'm sorry to move you guys one more time. Can you just scoot back like 2 feet? Scoot back 2 feet. Okay, are we ready? Shh. All right, AV team. You ready? All right. Shh. Huh? You're over there? Oh, you brought him? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, question number 9. Okay, so we're starting clean slate. So can you keep tabs on, like keep point, just right points. In this, remember, wait for me to finish the question, then give me the answer. In this battle, shh. There's two, wait. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Okay. In this battle, Imam Ali led the Muslims to victory. Shh. Okay, if your team is not participating and you're observing, please keep the noise level down. Thank you. Okay. So for this round, you're going to bring me something, okay? So the first team to bring me, even on the brother side, you get the point, okay? Shh. One by one. There's 6 more rounds. 6 more rounds. No, brothers and sisters, bring the object to me, okay? Shh. Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. All right, okay. Shh. In this battle, Imam Ali led the Muslims to victory and used this item as a substitute for his damaged shield. Find a picture of this item and show it to me. AV, can you show the question, please? Show the question. Oh, okay. And bring it to me. Bring it to me. Yes. I'm waiting for the sisters. Bring me a picture of this thing on your phone, on your phone. What did he use as a shield? Ignore the second part of the question. Ignore the second part of the question. Bring me a picture of this thing. It's on the slide. Okay. Which team are you on? Yes. Is that a door? Yes. Yes, the answer is door of Khaybar. So you need to bring me a picture of a door. So in the battle of Khaybar, Imam Ali's shield was destroyed and he used the door of Khaybar as his shield. I already got it for your team. Okay, you need to go. Okay. All right, so Team Jawad got a point. Okay. Sorry, question number 10. In this one, write it down, stand up. Write it down and stand up, okay? That's how this one's going to work. I know. How old was the Prophet when he married Khadija? How old was the Prophet when he married Khadija? Write it down. Yes. How old was the Prophet when he married Khadija? Bring me the show me the answer.
Hello. Hello.
No, he was not 40.
Hello.
You got it. They already got it. They got it. They got the point.
My name is
No.
I know.
Testing.
What's the answer? Is that it?
No. Yes.
Hello.
The answer is 25.
Hello. Hello.
What's the score, brother son?
Hello. Hello.
All right.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, let's go ahead and skip question number 11 because we are running out of time. It's question number 11. One more. It was a trick question anyways. Just show it to them for fun. Okay, skip, please. The answer is 17. Because 17th Rabi al-Awwal. Yeah, we're going to skip this one. Okay. Shh. This is a long question, so please listen carefully, okay? So in this question, you're going to bring me your phone with a photo, okay? Are you ready? Okay, often dubbed the greatest boxer of all time, this individual was also renowned for his activism. He fiercely took on the system and used his platform to speak about his faith, the civil rights movement, and other social and political issues. Bring me a photo of this person. Yes. Yes. All right. Okay. So right now it's 2-1. Okay. All right. Okay, question number 13. Same thing. I need a photo, okay? All right. This person, also named Muhammad, okay? Listen to the question. Currently plays for the Liverpool soccer team. Coined as one of the best players of his generation. No, sit down. Nope, that's not the answer. Bring me a photo of his jersey. Of his jersey. Bring me a photo of his jersey. Yes. Yes. All right, last question. The brothers are not tied, right, Justin? Justin, the brothers are not tied, right? They're not tied or anything, right? Okay, all right. Yes, the final question. Shh. You need to bring me this object, okay? Shh. All right. Are you ready? Everyone's ready? Final question. Final question. Bring me a $10 or $20 bill that will be donated to Yasin. Yeah, okay. No, hey, give it back. Give it back. This $10 or $20. It has to. Are you okay with donating it? Are you okay with donating it? Yeah. All right, okay. Thank you. All right, okay. On the sisters' side, the winners are Yasin Girlies. Can you guys write your name on a piece of paper? On the brothers' side, the winner is? Ansar. Please write your name on a piece of paper. All the team members. All right. Okay, so that concludes our game. If you are the winning team, please come up to the front. There are goodie bags for the kids. So if I can have a volunteer that can pass them out to both the girl, on the sister side and one on the brother side.